You can hear a woman's wails echoing as you pace your way through the forest. Unsure of how to escape the piercing shrieks, you find yourself glaring at an enchanting manifestation. There she stands, with perfectly smooth black hair, in a white mesh dress and a tattered lace veil, hauntingly luring you in with her gaze. Suddenly, without hesitation, you're running for your life as she floats in your direction because she wants to drag you to hell with her. You should have listened to your mother when she said staying out past your bedtime would lend you some heavy trouble. You never want to be confronted by Llorona, the weeping woman. Yes, we've all been plagued by the familiar stories of the boogeyman finding its way to get you because you're out past your curfew. These stories have paved the way for discipline and some scary movies. However, there's nothing more frightening than knowing the one thing you shouldn't fear, your mother. Mommy dearest, anyone. We think Llorona might be scarier. Believe it or not, there are many variations of Llorona. The 500-year-old ghost story typically starts with the most beautiful women in the world or Mexico, where the story originates. Otherwise known as Maria, this enchantress loves to flaunt her assets and use her charm to obtain what she wants. It's no wonder she landed herself the most eligible and wealthiest bachelor in town. After birthing 2 boys, Maria's husband grew bored of her. He would leave her months at a time, and never hid the fact that he was ultimately choosing to live his life as a womanizer. With time, Maria grew tired of his games and blamed her 2 boys for the end of her marriage. One night, Maria took a stroll down the river with her children. Suddenly, her husband appeared with a younger woman in his carriage. He was upset to find that Maria had taken the boys to such an unsafe place. With conviction, Maria's husband demanded that the boys get on the carriage and leave this place at once. It was then Maria noticed her husband was officially leaving her and taking the kids too. She became enraged as she realized her 2 boys had the love she yearned for. Anger took over, and she seized the boys and threw them into the river. Realizing what she had done, Maria went running along the stream in hopes that she could rescue her boys. It was too late. According to legend, Maria roamed the riverbanks for months. With time, her white gown began to soil and deteriorate, gaining her the horrifying signature look. Maria also refused to eat and spent the rest of her days weeping. Hence her name, Llorona, the weeping woman. Rumor has it that you can still hear her restless spirit weeping and still mourning the loss of her children around the banks of the Santa Fe River. Others claim to see her spirit in a creek between Mora and Guadalupita, New Mexico. Without a doubt, this story has become a legend throughout the Hispanic culture. It's mostly been used to warn children not to stay out late or wander off. La Llorona has been interpreted in some movies and even haunted houses during Halloween horror nights. It's been said that you can hear La Llorona screaming for her children near the famous island, La Isla de las Muñecas. Locals insist Maria killed the young girl that was found floating along the river by Don Julian Santana, who created the doll shrine for the child. It looks like La Llorona folklore might be inspired by ancient Greek mythology. Remember Zeus' affair with Lamia? It was said that when Hera discovered them, she forced Lamia to eat her children, condemning the demigoddess to devour any child she could find. Have you seen La Llorona? Let us know in the comments below. We are dying to know.